Kasey, where are we?
We're at the Rabbit Hole Recording Studio. My other home. Come in. So we're kind of in the middle of a session right now. Well, I'm not. Actually, I'm the caterer. So I'm in the kitchen cooking all the food. But Brando is in here recording someone else at the moment. But this is where we made the Backbone album. The whole album was made here. So yeah, this is the control room, and I'd take you over here, but I'm not allowed to touch any of the buttons over here. That bit's off limits for me. But through here, this is where I did all my vocals in this room. I kind of set it up decor-wise the way that I really love it. So I've got all this beautiful old antique furniture in here and set up, basically here. Did all my vocals. We recorded the whole album live, so that's kind of how I like to work. I like putting down my vocals at the same time that the drums are going down and everyone's making their magic at the same time. I don't love a whole lot of overdubs. Every now and then we do a little bit, we might do another extra electric guitar part or something, or put a harmony on later, but for the most part I like doing everything live. I like it to feel like a gig. Usually if I come back the next day, and which I don't do very often, but I've tried that a few times, where I come back the next day and put my vocals on, I'm like, but there's no vibe left, everyone's gone home, So I feel like it's really important for me to feed off everyone else. So it does mean, I also like to keep my vocals one take if I can, because I like sort of the, the thread that kind of runs through one take of a vocal. So on the Backbone album, there's not one fix-up of anything, not one extra edit or anything of a vocal. So what you hear is exactly how I sang it at the same time that the drums were going down. I'll show you the drum room too. This is, we call this the Sam room. We call this Sam's room because Sam Teskey was the first one to play in this room. We had all this studio built a few years ago, where Brando and I like to work, and Brando also known as Dingo when he puts a guitar in his hand. He produces a lot of different people in here. But we added these two rooms just before I made my record, because I like to have everyone playing live. So the first person to play in this room was Sam Teskey on my record, which was just such just an amazing, heartfelt, beautiful thing to experience, having Sam Teskey as part of this record. So it actually looked pretty similar to this when Sam was in here, guitars everywhere and all of that. Sam played in here, and then had one of my favourite drummers in the world, Brady Blade, who I've been waiting for 26 years to make a record with. I met him at Blues Fest in 98, I think it was, when I sang backup for Buddy Miller, and he was Buddy Miller's drummer at the time, out playing with Steve Earle, and he also plays a lot with Emmylou Harris and a bunch of different people. He'd played on a lot of my favourite records, so Buddy Miller, Julie Miller, Emmylou Harris, that kind of thing. He'd played on a lot of them in the early days. And so I'd been wanting to make a record with him for 26 years, and we finally made it happen. He flew out from Sweden. He lives in Sweden now, but he flew out from Sweden and spent all that time here with us. And Sam, Jeff McCormack on the bass, and he also helped engineer the record with Brando. And Brando played some electric guitar. We did a few overdubs later on. My dad came in and played a little bit of dobro and lap steel, and sang a few harmonies. My brother also sang on Backbone, so my dad and my brother sing the harmonies to Backbone, the song. And yeah, this is where it was all made. This is where the magic was, and it was just probably my most favourite recording session I've ever had in my entire life. I've loved them all mostly, but this one, I don't know, I think too, because I got to produce the record. I say I got to, like I had to check with somebody if they'd let me or not. Obviously, I just get to decide that myself. But it was pretty special being here in our studio, our space that we've created, and with some of my favourite people and musicians in the world, and then just all of our magic coming together at the same time. Just amazing. So grateful.